What's going on YouTube? This is JabberTech and you're looking at the Samsung Tab S4. This is quite possibly the best flagship tablet right now for Android. And the market is pretty small, but this actually is a really great tab, guys, especially that you can get it at a deal. Check my links down below, but I've owned this tablet for quite a number of months and it's about time I give you guys my full review. And if you're thinking about picking this up, spoiler alert, this is an awesome tablet. But let's get into this full review of the Galaxy Tab S4. So this is the Tab S4, guys, and yes, it does come with an S Pen, but I really don't use it. That's just the honest truth. So I can't really tell you how it is in terms of sensitivity and whatnot. I don't kind of do that with this tablet. I'm more of a multimedia monster on this thing, and for multimedia, it's absolutely great. Right off the bat, you can tell that the screen size, the ratio is a little bit different than what we've been used to, such as on the Tab S2, guys. This is a 9.7, but on the Tab S4, it's a 10.5, and this is absolutely one of the best ways to watch multimedia, to consume multimedia, and also just to read. If you're a big reader on tablets, you'll really appreciate this extra screen size. And this is a Super AMOLED screen, guys, so it's 2560 by 1600, which is about 287 ppi. Other main specs that you want to know quickly, and if you want to read all the full specifications, check my link down below. Well, you'll find the link that you can just click and get into it. But it has the 835 processor, 4 gigabytes of RAM. I would have liked to have seen 6, but honestly, I really don't have any lag on this, so the 4 gigabytes has definitely been optimized within the software. Storage, it's either a 64 or a 256 here in the USA. You also have an LTE model, but honestly, guys, you have expandable storage on this, so popping in an SD card for a couple bucks is really all you need. I don't think you need to spend the extra coin just to get the 256. But if you need all that space, it is good to know that you have it. Next time around, I'd like to see a base of 128. Cameras on the front and back are pretty decent. I haven't really been using this as a shooter, nor do I hope you guys take this out and about. I see too many iPads in the wild and people just look a little bit silly. But hey, do your thing if that's what you're into. The back one is a 13 megapixel camera, so you can actually record video at 4K at 30 frames per second. That's pretty cool if you wanted to do that. The front facer is pretty good too. At an 8 megapixel, it's good for your Skype calls, your Duo calls, if you know anyone on Duo. And it's just an overall decent camera experience, a lot better than what we've had in the past. Other main specs, guys, is you have a 7300 milliamp hour battery, which is an absolute beast. I'll get into that in a second. You have 4 speakers here, so you do have surround sound, 1, 2, 3, 4, with Dolby Atmos, and that Dolby Atmos, when it kicks in, actually makes a great difference. And then finally, guys, you do have Bluetooth 5.0 with dual audio output, and basically what that means is you can stream the audio to 2 different Bluetooth devices, whether that be speakers or headphones. So if you're on a plane and you want to watch a movie together with your significant other or someone else, all you have to do is pair up 2 different headphones and it'll sync the audio quite nicely. I haven't had an issue with this one out of sync. Unlocking your device, Samsung has gotten rid of the fingerprint scanner. The iris unlock works decently. It works when you have decent lighting. For me personally, I've never really gotten it to work in absolute darkness, even though it should be able to do that. That's just something that I've not been able to get. But you can just double tap on the screen and it'll bring up the screen unlock. So by the time you type it in, if you have decent lighting or if it's aligned properly, it's already unlocked the tablet. But otherwise, it's pretty simple just to do this. And that's basically it for the specifications, guys. I want to make this video because I think this is the best tab to get, especially at the prices that you can find it now. Now, I've owned this for quite some time, and I was waiting for the Android Pie update. I did not get that yet. It is on the way. I should get that in a couple weeks, so make sure to subscribe and see my video when that's ready on the Android Pie for the S4. Link will pop up and be down below. Let's talk about the things that I don't like, because there's only a few key points that I don't like. The rest of the tablet is pure awesomeness, guys. The one major complaint I've had, and I've had this complaint with the Tab S3, and I'll still complain about it, there's absolutely no reason why a tablet should have a glass back. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. If Samsung had included a wireless charging with the wireless power share, I think that would be awesome because you do have this huge battery, so you would be able to charge up your phone or your earbuds or whatever else that's wireless in a pinch and use this huge battery as your power source. But without having wireless charging, there's really no reason. Now the Tab S2, which is pretty old, does not have that glass back, and honestly, guys, I'm not worried about this whatsoever. I don't even keep this in a case anymore. But because this is a glass back and I'm afraid of it dropping, or I'm afraid of just placing it on this marble table a little bit too hard that it'll crack, I always keep it in a case, but thankfully there are some pretty cool cases. But I really would like to see a non-glass back or include wireless charging just to justify that. Another complaint that I have, and I've always had this complaint with Android devices, is the software not getting updates. So we're in April right now, towards the end of April, and I'm still on December 1st Android security patch, and I'm still running Android 8.1. Now I believe I got 8.1 when I purchased this tablet, so there's really haven't been any more updates. The One UI update from Samsung is supposed to be coming in a few weeks, so make sure to subscribe, and I will have a video on that coming up soon. And you might say, who cares about updates? Well, when you're spending $700 on a tablet, you kind of want it to be updated, but this is the Android life, guys, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. But you either like this UI or you don't, guys. I mean, it's okay. There's no real issues with it. Just throw on the launcher and you're good to go. And then other than that, I mean, there's really not much else to complain, guys. I hate to break it to you, this tablet is really that awesome. I just don't like the glass back, and I kind of wish we got speedier updates, but those are just really the two negative points. Now that we have those major things out of the way, guys, the only thing I want to say is this tablet's really great. The battery life has been absolutely superb, and just take a look here. I was on a flight the other day, and I decided just to watch movies straight, because what else are you going to do on a flight? So you can see my screen on time right there is 8 hours and 14 minutes. And I think that's just crazy. I had 29% left and I still had 13 hours remaining. So battery on this thing is an absolute monster. Now this of course is with Wi-Fi turned off, just having Bluetooth audio. Now I expected this to last a little bit longer. I actually watched another show, so I managed to get that up to about 9.5 hours and I still had some juice left. But if you're surfing the web and you're doing other things, you will not get that much power. This is just a straight video comparison with screen on time. But if you are using this for mixed use, like I'd expect most of you would use, you're still going to get about 2 days with heavy use. I use this thing on a constant basis, constantly writing emails, constantly checking YouTube, constantly surfing the web, constantly doing everything that you'd expect on a tablet. And I only charge this thing about every 2 to 3 days, and that's with heavy usage. Super, super, super heavy usage, guys, and I'm talking about just doing everything on this tablet, not even looking at my phone, not even turning on my computer. I still get about a day and a half, so the battery life on this is absolutely great. Watching movies on it is absolutely fun as well, guys, and I did mention this, the 4 speakers, the quad speaker setup, and you also have the Atmos built in. So let me just show you something. The Price is Right is on right now, so let me just play this for you guys. And the speakers get super, super loud. Let me put it on absolute high, and this is going to be played without Dolby Atmos. Alright, now I'm going to turn on Dolby Atmos, and you'll just see the difference. It's just a more immersive type of experience.
More expensive, the dollies or the Evan? Which one?
Well, big decision.
More expensive? Okay, pick that.
All right, there you go. Come on over here, guys.
So it really is just a more like 3D immersive type of feel, and that works in any application, so Netflix, Plex, I mean any application that you have. It also works for music too. It just makes the speakers a little bit louder, gives you that fake surround sound feeling, and it does a great job at that too. Now surfing the web or even reading a book, you get so much more on this tablet because of that new aspect ratio, and it just makes a world of difference, guys. So let me just show you compared to a 9.7 inch screen, so you can see the difference here. You can see that you get pretty much one extra layer of information on the bottom, where this one is kind of cut off. Just to show you that we are on the same page, you can see that the bottom layer here is kind of halfway cut off, where it's pretty much showing on the Tab S4, and that's absolutely great, guys. It just means you do a lot less scrolling. It just means that you get a lot more information on the screen, and whether you're reading a book or just surfing the web or just doing whatever you need to do. So the aspect ratio makes everything else great. Now the overall snappiness, no problem, zero lag whatsoever, and I've complained about lag on, say, the Tab S2, but I have no lag on this. Samsung finally optimized their operating system, finally optimized it, so it's doing a really good job. Playing video games on this is so much fun as well, guys. Even the most intensive games, even PUBG, so Fortnite plays great on this. I'm not really a Fortnite player, but if you do play games, I've played Asphalt, I've played some other Rambo, I've played some other some other games on this as well. I'm not a super gamer, guys. I have a console for that. But when I do just want to play a video game, and this is on actual high settings, no issues with this at all. And that Atmos kicks in again, as I mentioned, with any application that you have. This is without Atmos. And this is with Atmos. Really loud, guys. So gaming is absolute great. And that's basically it. I mean, what else do you want to know about this tablet? If I haven't covered it, let me know in the comments below. But I mean, the aspect ratio for surfing the web, for doing whatever you need to do is pretty much awesome. You have the quad speaker setup, which makes it really loud, which makes it really immersive, which makes it just a more enjoyable multimedia experience. You have no lag on this thing, and I expect Android 9 Pie will make it absolutely even better. Storage is great at 64 with that expandable. You really don't have to worry about storage. Screen is awesome. Battery life is absolutely great as well, guys. So let me know what you guys think about the Tab S4 if you have any questions, but overall the experience has been great. I can highly recommend this tablet, whether you're doing multimedia only, whether you are a professional and you need to use the DeX experience, because you do have DeX built in. I've done some videos on that. You can check my link down below if you want to see that, but DeX on this is absolutely great. You can screen mirror with this as well. The connectivity, Wi-Fi, the dual Bluetooth, everything is as you'd expect. Battery life lasts a super long time. No issues with that at all. So I really don't have any complaints about this tablet. I can definitely recommend it. But if you have any questions, if I haven't covered anything, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to try and answer them the best I can. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.